Why, I tell you what, it goes from bad to worse with these lot over there. It really does. Sunderland Football Club will be the death of me one day. Dan Neil's refused to sign a new contract, and I'm led to believe it's because of the club's failure to announce a new head coach after 113 days. How idiotic are this club being? How stupid are they being? I do understand, listen, instead of jumping into it and just announcing somebody just to please the fans, they've got to go out there and search for the right person. And Liam Rosinya, for me personally, I like the looks of him. I really do. Go and research him, go and have a look at his videos and stuff, and the way Hull were playing at times. And you'll probably think it's a decent appointment. But the fact of the matter is that we've waited 113 days and now players are refusing to sign new deals because they're still kept in the dark regarding who the new man is. Now, Chris Rigg. How important is Chris Rigg to Sunderland? He's massively important in my opinion. I think he's going to be an absolute superstar, and he is held him back on signing a new deal. Now, are we going to end up piss-farting about with this head coach because of what? Dan Neil is an integral part of this squad, and for me, he's a first-teamer every time. He's outstanding, and I think you'd see him even better if he was in a Premier League team. He'd come on leaps and bounds, I really do believe that. And he's had 149 appearances already at such a young age. And he's one of our own, you know what I mean? And they're fanning about with his head coach, not announcing him and not getting the job done. And we're going to end. The squad's going to end up suffering because of it, because the players are in the dark. You want to get into the new season with a man who you can get behind and play for. Now, if it's going to be out like Michael Bailey, and that's what they're holding off for, they're not going to sign any deals. But listen, for me, I'm going to give you it straight. I think personally, the club obviously want a man that fits, right? They want a man that fits. They want a man who'll be an understanding that certain things have to happen before they can be the head coach. Some might say, yes, man. You know, we didn't know the ins and outs behind the scenes, so we could never really see it. But my opinion is, Speakman has got to have a say. Well, Speakman's in charge of who comes, who goes, players-wise. And maybe Dodds is going to be the number two. We'll find out when the new manager gets announced, if he brings his own backroom staff. And if he doesn't, you know, all the rest is true. That he's just got to work with these players, and that is it. He doesn't have a say who comes, who goes, and who's his number two, that's what is probably putting off a lot of players as well, signing new deals. And that's how it's becoming this farce, what we're seeing at the minute, where we haven't got a new coach. What you're telling me, Will, still is at all this time from, I think, December, when we were apparently linked with him, to now, he was apparently looking around for places, and then he's went and gnashed off to Lens. If that's the case, then I didn't blame the club for that one. But then Pascal Janssen, who I really did like the look of. I really did. I thought it would be a really, really good fit. He plays some really good, attractive football. I thought that could have been, you know, a nailed-on one. We're going to announce him. Nothing. But then this, with the players not signing new deals because they're piss-farting about announcing a new manager, it's absolutely mental. You're risking players not signing new contracts and getting tied down, and obviously profit off them players because you want a man that fits this model, which I hate seeing, but that's just the way it is. If the manager aligns with the club and the model and the way where you're going in the future now, then they're going to announce him. If not, then they're going to carry on searching. And that's what it looks like's happened. I'm not too sure about the Will Still situation, but with Pascal Janssen, surely he wanted to bring in his own team, his own backroom staff, and they've just literally went, he's got there, had the interview and went, nah, no chance, I'm not working with this, like with Speakman having so much of a say. And that's not just me saying this. Michael Graham on Twitter, he announces stuff. He gets few stuff right. Well, he gets quite a few stuff right, actually. He is the one who says that managers are turning the nose up because of how much say and involvement Speakman's got on the full setup hour at Sunderland. And if that's the case, that's diabolical in my eyes. Where you're missing out on potentially really good managers because of that. I do understand how much a sporting directors this day and age have on a club, and I do get that. And to be honest, I'm still in the boat of this is his season. This is make or break for Speakerman for me. He's got to put a lot of things right. He has done a lot of things right, but this is like make or break for me now. After all the carry on from well before Christmas to this this day of making the video, it's been an absolute diabolical fuck up really from Christmas to now. So he's got a lot of things to put right, and now with Hummels coming out and the good news what's been recently today announced this morning on social media that they're going to break records, it's going to be retro vibes and just a load of good stuff coming out from them, and the obviously there's a lot of good stuff what's happening. He's hanging on by a thread for me because of how long and tedious wait this is for a head coach, and now I'm happily going to wait. I was for as long as it takes. There's no way you can think about it. But the fact that the matter is now players are turning the nose up at new deals. It's starting to be getting a bit scary. Let's be honest. It's like where you're going to be potentially losing out on really good players like Rig, Daniel, Patterson, Hume, you name it. Where you're going to be missing out on certain players. I'm not saying all of them because probably them players have got longer deals, but the likes of Daniel's turned his nose up. Chris Riggs waiting to sign his first professional contract. It's them type of players what I'm worried about. I'm really worried about them. If they're not going to sign deals because they're waiting for to see who the head coach is, and head coaches are turning the nose up at the Sunderland job because of the setup whatever there, that we're led to believe that this is the reason being, then it's I'm worried. I'm really worried going into this new season if this is the case. But no, my luck. Couple of days later, 1 day, 2 day, they'll announce an head coach after I've made this video and that looks like a right tit. But nonetheless, let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think of all this situation regarding the lack of a head coach, players turning the nose up at new deals, and just the full situation? Hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video.